right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our closing session. It's been wonderful having you all here in Madison, and I will turn it over to Claire Brown, our BINA co-chair.
So thanks everybody for being here to the end. I'm always mixed feelings. It's been such a great week, and I thought 4 days, and I'm like, the 4 days are done. How did it happen? So it certainly went by really fast, but I think it's been a really fantastic week and been great to be with you all. We're going to have the People's Choice Award. So you've already heard about our 3 imaging contest winners. We also had the People's Choice votes. So we have The Lysosomes Highway by Julian Cicero. Is Julian with us? So we also have our poster contest awardees. We have 3 awards to give in no particular order. So we have Tim Monko. And Alexa Heaton, who I think is not with us. So we'll pass that along. And Laurel Shook. So congratulations to our winners, and thank you to everyone who took the time to have a poster and for all the great discussions around the posters last night. So we put together a few of the takeaways from the conference. So BINA has grown, and it's been, I think, a great success and is really filling a need in the community. We've created a space where people from academia and industry can interact as partners and solve the challenges that we're facing. So I think I'll give kudos to Allison, because I know she's been talking so much about ELMI and how the corporate partner academic interaction is so much a partnership. And I think we've been pretty successful doing that here at BINA this year. So I think that's a big feather in our cap. And thank you to all of our corporate partners who are here with us. I think bioimaging is moving at an amazing pace, and it's solving some of the scientific and health challenges that are faced around the globe. None of us are afraid of challenges and working hard. Image analysis came up a lot. It's an important challenge, and AI could maybe be part of that solution, although I think there'll be many aspects that we need to solve. I think today and throughout the conference, we saw that careers in imaging are really diverse and exciting. And funders are moving in the direction of this space and seeing the value of the networks, with CZI leading the way. We also know that quantitative confocal imaging is much easier than bowling. So I hope lots of people had a chance to also play hard while we were here together this week. So I put down a few action items. I'm sure this is not a comprehensive list, but I think from the last group as well, Michelle emphasized well that we need to spread the word and keep BINA growing. So certainly let your colleagues and your facility users know about the community. It's really a great place to work with developers and microscope users and see how we can facilitate technology adoption. We can explore the possibility perhaps of donating microscopes, as that came up as a topic that lots of people were interested in. Continuing to understand how we can measure the impact of BINA and spread the word of to the bioimaging community including publishers, funders, academic institutions, and ensure that the working groups are open to all and really places where we can discuss our challenges and brainstorm solutions, and also take time to celebrate the successes that we've had. So I wanted to open up the floor now just to, this is just some reflections we put together, but to just hear from you all if anybody wants to share a key takeaway they have from the Congress this year.
Important to stress that I think as much as we want to interact with the open hardware community, they want to interact with us a lot too. All our speakers commented how much they want to be, allied with core facility folks. I think it's important that it's a bidirectional thing. So.
I actually was impressed by the fact that especially NSF had a lot, but also NIH, for example, had the Research Software Engineer Award, and NSF is having ways now to support things like BINA and partnership across the globe. So I think it looks like what we're doing might be impacting new ways of funding, funding new aspects of what the research enterprise is about. I mean, it's not new for us, but we're working very hard to make sure that all of this is more recognized. And I think there is some hope, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I have one word that will be passion. I think we are all passionate, and this BINA Community Congress is really a really nice example of our passion. And this is the third BINA Community Congress that I'm going to, and I think it really changed how I'm seeing microscopy, how I'm doing my job, and I hope I will be able to pass to the others, like doing courses and training in another way that how I was doing that before the BINA Community Congress. So thank you for this beautiful community, and I hope it will continue to grow up.
I have some comments from the chat online. There was a thank you for making it hybrid. So thank you, virtual audience, for joining us. We're so glad you could join us. And then totally made me realize what kind of work I'm currently doing, what hurdles other people face, and what path I'd like to follow onwards from Jose Moreno.
Okay, I guess I can go. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for this wonderful week. And I think coming from last year where I was like the only, I guess, graduate student almost representing not Mexico, I'm very happy to see there's more representation this year. And just us being able to speak, given a whole section this morning, it was a huge change for us. So that was really, really, we're really, really happy about that. And as well, just geographically, we think Canada is so big. And then now we have Canada, US, and Mexico, and being able to bridge all those gaps and bridge the gaps between like the different career stages has been a really key takeaway. And just meeting all of you, I think just building the connection has been overwhelming, but very, very exciting. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Chris Suwan from Carl Zeiss. I'm on the Corporate Partners Working Group. I think I can speak on behalf of all the commercial faculty or commercial vendors that participated in this meeting in expressing our appreciation for being invited into the BINA organization and being able to participate and being considered as partners. And this truly means a lot to all of us. And we appreciate the opportunity to present and give our perspective on what life is like in the imaging world. So thanks again.
Hi, so just to add on to what Natalie was saying a little bit, I'm also very early in my career. I just started my master's. This is my first conference ever. So it was really inspiring to see everybody's different paths and everybody's work that they're doing. And I think it's really obvious that there really is a space for early career individuals in this field. So I guess my one word of advice would be to keep those opportunities open for empowering your early career folks and make sure to make things accessible and inclusive for them.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest takeaway for me, along with everything else people have said, is how many resources we've managed to put together, educational resources, community resources, job boards, training opportunities. Like BINA has really become a clearinghouse for all of these important pieces of community. And I think we need to keep doing that. We need to do even more, but it's so impressive how much we've been able to put together in such a short time.
I think to reemphasize something I had said during one of the presentations I gave was that it brings us together to share different realities. So, and this includes, you know, the 3 member countries. So I think that's a great opportunity. I think the closer we become, the more experiences we're sharing, that it's not just something very foreign. And I mean, to people like me personally, I don't know how many of you live away from your countries, but it's a great opportunity to connect back to my people. So it's great.
So last year I participated virtually, and with apologies to the virtual audience, this week I think is fantastic in person because there's so many, the organizers did a great job of building in so many times to just network, and I met so many new people. It's been fantastic. I think the virtual option is fantastic in terms of providing accessibility to people. So we absolutely should keep doing that. But try to come in person if you can. It's amazing. You won't be disappointed. And Madison is beautiful. I've never been here before. So thank you, Madison, for having us here.
As a Madisonian, we thank you all for coming here.
As far as partnership with different stakeholders, I am very grateful that Rita is here. And I hope next time more journals will come because I think this is really, really important. We were talking about it before. I think I want to emphasize how important it is that we consider the funding, which is what gives us, you know, the money to start. And then the publication is really important, and that this is really a partnership, and we can help each other improve science as a whole. Also, I want to thank again Alison because she does so much work in the background that not necessarily everybody knows about. So just a big round of applause to Alison.
I just want to say I'm Tim, and I'm from the University of Minnesota. You're all amazing, inspiring, and incredible. I mean, that has been a key takeaway for me. And it's important to me to be here because I've kind of been dabbling on my own for like 7 years. And that's really hard. I don't really have other microscopists around or other image analysts. And you are all just so inspiring. And you have been kind of there in my life indirectly all these years, you know, all those online resources and all the forum posts. But to meet you in person has been just the best feeling in the whole world. I mean, I just feel like I belong. And so, I mean, a big takeaway is let's try to get all those people on the outside that are looking in to be on the inside with us, because I mean, this really is the community. I think it's just going to support so many people. Like even just those micro impacts of meeting each one of you, I think is just going to reverberate through the whole world clearly as we've got global bioimaging and everything. It's just, you are all inspiring, and I just want to thank you all for being who you've been all these years and who you are today. So.
was going to say this before I got all the nice comments, but Claire knows as much as anybody that my main inspiration for the work with BINA was because I love the European Light Microscopy Initiative so much, where all these countries come together, all the people doing the same jobs, and it's just like going to see family every year at that conference. And I'm actually just so excited that now it feels like coming to see family at this meeting as well. So many friends from Canada and from Mexico, just from these meetings. But I just wanted to say that I'm particularly inspired to keep going on days when it seems hard by the enormous and rapid progress of things like in Mexico and Uruguay and all these countries where they have little resources. So thank you guys for inspiring us because it's incredible.
So thank you, everyone. So I must admit something. I'm not a microscopist, okay? Uh, you need someone from the outside to look inside, right? But I've been involved with this community indirectly through Claire because we've been working together for years with the Canadian Cytometry and Microscopy Association, then with the Canadian Network of Scientific Platform, and I got hooked up. So what I want to say, it's very simple. Maybe it's micro impacts, but I think it's major change.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's official. We have enough micro impacts that we're seeing a shift, right? That's how it's supposed to work. So I think
And
I'll move. Oh,
sorry, just one
yeah.
last thing. If you, so you know, we're trying to study even more what's going on. And if you have ideas, if you have suggestions, feedback you want to give, please do so. We never have enough material.
Thank you, Laurence.
There's two quick comments from online, just to wrap up. Someone shared key takeaway, BINA meeting is comfortably paced, not too big, crowded, and many great materials and ideas. Thanks for all the organizers. And virtual is very important and appreciated for those of you with no travel budget. So there's a lot of appreciation for that. So thank you again, virtual audience. We're very glad that we can make this accessible. I know we're going to do thank yous later, but I want to say just a quick moment of thank you to John, who's at the back again, for helping me all this week with all the AV and making this happen for our virtual audience. So thank you so much. And I also want to give a shout out to our working group chairs and members who helped plan all of these sessions. I know Nikki and I do a lot to do the organizational side of it, but you guys choose the speakers, plan the sessions, plan the program, pick the keynotes, and yeah, the program wouldn't be what it is without you. So thanks.
All right, I'm going to move on because we're going to give you a minute right now to give more feedback. So we're going to ask you to take a few moments and complete our survey. This is a new tactic that we've found that works extremely well. And I also have information here if there's something that we didn't capture in the survey or something that happens next month. You know, this is the contact for BINA, the contact at bioimagingna.org, and always wanting to hear back from people, things you love, things you think we could do better. So we'll give you 5 or 10 minutes for that. Now I have to tell if people are still working on this survey or if they're checking their email. Are there still people working? Another couple minutes? Yeah, okay. So I think I'll move on, but if you're still working on it, feel free to continue. And you may have seen at the end, there's also a link to the survey about the impact study. So I know we can talk about survey fatigue right after finishing a survey. So we will send a link out for that survey as well if people want to fill it out at another time. We really appreciate your feedback. It really helps us to keep doing what we're doing well and also to improve where we can. So I did point out, I know Mariana has already talked about this, but if you do want to read more about last year's meeting, there's the article in Journal Microscopy, and we did have great note takers during this week and have plans to write something up again. I wanted to point people to this website, Fine Art America, where you can get all kinds of products with Michael Davidson's images on them. And I had a nice chat with his widow, the other evening at dinner, and she was telling me about this site, and I think just beautiful products and a good way to remember Michael Davidson. So I put the link there as well as a QR code. If you do go to the site, you just have to type in his name. But there is also a photographer, Michael Davidson, so you do need the W in the middle to find his stuff. And then if you look on the side of the website, there's all these different departments. There's all kinds of different things you can get the prints on. So there's home decor, there's throw pillows, there's beach towels, and I pulled up this one, cell phone cases. So just encourage people, if you're interested, to keep the memory alive of those beautiful images. And I think it's come up several times during the meeting, but officially we're announcing the 2025 meeting. So we hope to see you all again next year. It's going to be in Canada, in Montreal. And I'm very excited that it's going to be in combination with the Global Bioimaging meeting. So we'll still keep it to a 5-day meeting, but we'll have part of the week with the Global Bioimaging community, and then the second half of the week will be Bioimaging North America. So we're already starting planning, so you'll be getting more details soon. And also, for those of you who might be interested, we're having a pre-meeting core facility management workshop. So from October 1st to 3rd, the week before. So again, there'll be more details coming there. And this is going to be done jointly with the Canadian Network of Scientific Platforms. So if you participate, you also get to meet people running platforms in other different technology areas. We really want to say thank you. So many people contributed to this event. Anybody who's run and organized events knows how much work goes into something like the week that we've just had. And this list includes lots of people working behind the scenes, note takers, organizers. I don't know if you want to add anything, Nikki or Vanessa, but yeah. Yeah, maybe we could have the volunteers stand up for a minute. I can see you all. So I also want to give a big thank you to Nikki and to Vanessa for all of the work you've done. As I mentioned, the plans start a year in advance, and they've been meeting on a regular basis and meeting with the venue here. And as you've seen over the last few days, attentive to every little detail. You have a question, they're right there to answer. And we just really, really appreciate all of your hard work.
The takeaway, the hard thing is not doing image analysis or doing bowling, but it's hiding gifts from Nikki and Vanessa because they're everywhere. So a little token of our appreciation.
We'd also like to thank our sponsors again for their financial support, their tech bites, their presence here at the meeting. We really couldn't do it without all of your partnership. And a special thank you to the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative for financial support. We also meet with them on a regular basis to help us guide and direct our programs. And we had Kristen with us here, and we just are really happy that they've planted the seed, I think, to get us really moving and moving quickly. And they saw the need and are helping us meet it. So thank you.